Hi everybody and welcome to another Poppy's Cucina. Yay! Fun! Isn't that fun? Maybe? You just want to eat, right? Me too. So it's Pride Month. Woohoo! Happy Pride everybody! So today we're going to do something really fun, really not that hard to do, a little meticulous, but really easy. I made this whole thing in less than an hour and a half. So see, that's easy, right? It sure is. So to celebrate Pride Month, we're going to make a rainbow fruit tart with a vanilla pastry cream. I know it sounds so hard, but it really isn't, and it's so delicious. So you want to see how we make it? Just keep watching, but first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. All right, thanks. So we're going to start by pre-baking our crust. I'm using a sheet of puff pastry. You can use a regular pie crust. You can make your own pie crust if you want. That just seems like a lot of work. So I sprayed my baking sheet with nonstick cooking spray. That's always a good trick when you're baking something in a pie, so the crust doesn't stick to the shell. And I punched a bunch of holes in it. This should prevent it from shrinking too much, but I also overlapped the crust over, so in case it so this kind of hangs on to it a little bit. So we're going to pre-bake this for about 20-30 minutes till it's nice and golden brown. So now for the pastry cream, you're going to bring 2 cups of heavy cream with 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. If you have a vanilla bean, that would work great too at this point. You would just throw the whole thing in. But you're going to bring this to a boil, then immediately remove from heat. Okay? So while we're waiting for the cream to heat up, we're going to whisk together 6 egg yolks. You want to separate them from the whites. 1 cup of granulated sugar, along with a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Now you're going to want to whisk this together really well. You don't want any lumps. So once you got it all whipped together, you're confident there's no lumps. You want to make it kind of fluffy. See? Pretty. Now you're ready to start adding your hot milk. You only want to add a little bit at a time because you don't want to scorch the eggs and cook them. All right, so we're only going to do 1/2 cup at a time, and then we're going to fully incorporate it. All right. Once you got it all mixed, it's going back into the saucepan and then back over the heat. Okay, so we have it over a medium-high heat. You're going to want to stir this constantly, or else you're going to end up with some scrambled eggs, and that's not going to make for a pleasant pastry cream. All right, so you're going to want to just keep turning this, whisking away until it really thickens up, and you'll see it'll just start boiling slightly. All right, so got a lot of whisking to do. It's going to take a little bit. Once it thickens up, it looks like this, nice, super creamy and thick, it's done. All right, so now we're gonna remove this from the heat. Then we're gonna add some butter. Yeah. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, cold. Each tablespoon I cut into 4 cubes. I'm gonna throw in 1 cube at a time and get it fully incorporated until it's all melted. You're gonna add another one, do the same thing, yada yada. All right, so once your cream is all done, you pour it right on top of your pie shell. My pie shell experiment didn't really work out that well. Kind of looks a little crazy, but it looks like fun, and we like fun. All right, so now you want to put a piece of plastic wrap right on top of the your pastry cream, like literally touching it. And then you want to refrigerate this for at least 2 hours. You want this nice and cool for when you start decorating it. Okay, so into the fridge it's gonna go. So while we're waiting for our pie to cool, we're going to set up our fruit. First up, the blackberries, blueberries, kiwi, pineapple, mandarins, and finally raspberries. Kind of looks like a rainbow, right? Kinda. Fun. Okay, so now for the glaze, we're going to cook down some apricot preserves. You want to try to find the ones that are less chunky. You're going to add about a tablespoon of water and a tablespoon of rum. You can use brandy too if you want, or if you don't want to do booze, just do 2 tablespoons of water. Now we're going to bring this to a simmer just till the water is pretty much incorporated, and it's going to be nice, loose, and thin. And just after about 2 minutes, it's all ready. See, it's nice and loose. This is going to make your fruit so shiny. It's going to add a little bit of sweetness, but it also protects it from, from turning brown or gray, or, how fruit likes to change colors after it's been cut and sitting in the fridge. This is gonna be a nice barrier for it. All right, so now we're gonna allow this to cool. So the custard's all nice and cool. So now it's time to start building. And now it's done. Wait, actually, I think it needs one more thing. Now it's done. You need to harden the middle. Cute. All right, now it's ready for the glaze. So for the glaze, you literally just want to dip your brush into the preserves and you brush it on. So you get everything nice and coated. Adds a little bit of color, adds a little bit of sweetness, but like I said, most importantly, it preserves the fruit. And you want to keep that safe because you don't want gross looking fruit. All right, so we're going to cover the rest of this. Once you got it all glazed, look how shiny it is. Isn't that pretty? It looks so professional, right? And look how easy it was. So you want to let this chill in the fridge for about an hour before you serve it. All right, then it's time to eat. So this has been chilling in the fridge for about an hour, and now it's ready to serve. Here you go, Lulu. Oh, look, you got your Bud Light seltzers too. Happy Pride! Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks!